Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ameen ya rabbal alameen. So here we are with the session number 20 for basic Nahw and Sarf, in which we are going to learn another fragment which is called مركب عطف. Before I teach you مركب عطف, I will start with a quick review of the previous session, inshallah. In the last session, we were learning a fragment, and anyone can remind me the name of the fragment? Can someone remind me which fragment were we learning in the last session? Harf jar wal majroor, right? Al jar wal majroor, right? Everyone remembers Al jar wal majroor? Very well done. So let's just do a quick recap of what we have learned in the previous session. Anytime you have harf jar, what is going to be seen after harf jar? What do you expect to see after harf jar? In 99% of cases, in 99% of cases, you will find an ism which will be jar in status, right? And you have covered it in depth. If a word is going to be a singular ism, what will be the haraka on the singular ism? In a regular singular ism that is fully flexible, it will be carrying a kasra. If a word is a dual, what will be the sign of jar status in a word that is a dual? If I ask you, just give me one letter. Alif is never going to be the sign of jar status. Alif can never be a sign of jar status. It's ya, right? Muslimaini, Muslimaini, right? The last word on your Muslim table that you should know by now by heart was Muslimaini, Muslimaini. So your word is going to be looking like this one, Muslimaini. And the sign of jar status, if you have to give one letter, is going to be ya. And to be very precise, it is yalin, as you all have been typing. Very well done. In case of a plural word, which is a sound masculine plural, what will be the sign of jar status if my word is affected by harf jar? It's going to have a yamad. Very, 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 very well done. Now I'm going to ask two of you to recite to me the entire harf jar table. Okay, the 11 haruf jar that we have covered in our last session. Actually we took almost 3 sessions to learn harf jar. So I will take 2 students only that have not recited a haruf jar to me before. You can raise your hands and I can, unmute you, my dear students. Who wants to recite haruf jar to me today? I just want 2 students. Okay. Farhan, I am going to. Can you unmute yourself, my dear?
Yes, Ustada.
Alhamdulillah. So, what are haruf?
I start Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ba kaf ta ba ta kaf lam waw
Hmm?
min an fi ila ala hatta.
Very well done. Barakallah fiki. And I will take another student. Jazakallah khair, dear sister.
Anti
Sister
Jazak.
Tahmina. Ameen. Bhaiya ki.
जी
Tahmina.
सिस्टर जी सिस्टर अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू हुर्फ जर बा ता काफ लाम वाव मिन अन फी इला अला हत्ता.
Barakallah fiki. Very well done. Very proud of you. And wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Okay, now everyone remembers these are the haruf jar, and you all are supposed to memorize them by heart. If your mother wakes you up from sleep and asks you to recite harf jar, will you all be able to recite? Who can claim that they can recite all haruf jar? When if the mom is going to ask, okay, Nada, wake up in the middle of the night and recite to me haruf jar. You all can do so, right? You are all supposed to do that. Okay, think of yourself as a kindergarten student, because you are currently in pre-K of grammar. Okay, you are in pre-K of grammar, and so just how you are supposed to memorize all your poems and everything. Same should be the case with your haruf jar and everything that you are going to learn in the next few sessions, inshallah. Okay, and then I'm going to tell you if you are promoted to kindergarten yet or not. and then first grade, second grade, and all that is going to start. You just took one step, right? From a singular ism, you went on to learn fragments. And when you are on fragments, you're still in pre-K and you are still supposed to memorize each and everything. Okay, inshallah, inshallah. And that's going to be coming soon, inshallah. And with your hard work, inshallah. Now, you have recited to me all the haruf jar. What are the haruf jar that can be haruf qasam as well? By using these haruf, you can take an oath. Wow, very well done. Very easy. Wal asr. Everyone should remember. How many of you know Suratul Asr? How many of you have memorized Suratul Asr by heart? Alhamdulillah. It's easy surah. So I think Imran Sandhu, you also know Wal Asri, right? Anytime now you are going to recite surah, you are going to remind yourself, but don't focus on harf jar and majroor. Focus in your salah, but just so that things stick to you. You are able to keep them and commit everything to your memory. Remember, Wal Asri means Allah is taking an oath by the time of Asr, right? It is an oath that Allah is taking by the time of Asr, okay? So one was Waw, the other one was Ba, and then there was Ta, right? And what was special about Ta? What do you expect to see after Ta? It is that special harf jar and the particle or a tool of oath by which you can only and only swear by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You can only take an oath by only Lafzul Jalala. Lafzul Jalala is expected to be seen after Ta. Everyone got it? You are only and only going to be seeing Lafzul Jalala after harf jar Ta. Throughout Quran, anytime when Ta is used as harf jar, it is going to be followed by Lafzul Jalala. I hope this is clear to all of you. So we have done the question number 1 already. What are 11 haruf jar? Our sisters were able to recite those haruf jar to us. If lamul jar attaches itself to a pronoun, and as always, what will be the haraka on lam? Okay, it's not baraka, it's haraka. Okay, it's going to take a fatha. What is the pronoun that lamul jar attaches itself to and there is no change in haraka? Which? Ya, very well done. It is only and only ya. Anytime you see li, what is the meaning of li? How many words are there? Is it one word or two words? There are two words. Can you translate li for me? I want everyone. So let me show you the table. Li means for, li, lamul jar means for, and when ya attaches, ya means first person singular pronoun. So what will be the translation? For me. When I say lahu, what will be the translation? For him. When I say lana, for us, right? When I say lakum, for you all. Okay, so let me just quickly take you to a surah. And I don't know what happened to my stuff, and people have, a problem of touching my laptop. So bear with me for a minute. Okay, let me show you something, and I'm going to see if you are able to identify each and everything here. Okay. Do you see any jar wal majroor in verse number 6 of Suratul Kafirun? Okay. Lakum. Everyone? Everyone? How will you translate this lakum? And everyone must be typing. Lakum means for you all. For you all, right? And when you see, and even if you don't know, please cheat from other students and type. At least you will know now. Okay, this is going to be a chance for you to learn. And you are here to learn. And pre-K students have no other option except to listen to their teacher. Do they have any other option? What do you think? I know it's very difficult for a pre-K teacher to, you know, to guide their to her students, but still, I know you're a good class, right? Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. It is a big challenge to be a pre-K teacher, right? So now this one, Lee, very well done, Hina. Okay, so this Lee is going to be for me, and if I ask you, how many words are there? How many words are you seeing there in Lee? Is it one word or two words? There are two words. One is lamul jar, and the ya is first person singular pronoun that we have already covered. In case of Suratun Nasr, do you see any Y fatha on ya? Oh, the last one. Sometimes you will see. It can have a fatha. It can sometimes have a fatha, and I will, no, it is not even a joining purpose. Ruqayya, it is usually for joining purpose, but there are reasons when it can be maftuha, and you can have a, you can see my there is a link in my, you will find a video on that on my YouTube channel. There are cases when it is going to have a fatha. But this is not one of those cases. I don't think I discussed that in that YouTube, but yeah. Sometimes ya is missing. Yeah, sometimes ya is missing, and you're going to learn that, Tehsina. It's we are going to inshallah learn that in future. We are going to learn that in future. Okay, just for takhfif, it can be omitted sometimes. There is for me, dini. It was dini, right, Tehsina? Ruqayya, this, she's talking about this one. For example, here, lakum dinukum, for you is your religion. Waliya dini. It was dini, but ya has been omitted. For me is my deen. My deen, but my has been omitted. For takhfif, for ease. Okay, for now, you can just put in your notes for takhfif. Okay, for ease. But inshallah, we are going to learn it in future sometime, inshallah. Okay, so now come back to Surah An-Nasr. Okay, so in Surah An-Nasr, verse number 2, do you find any jar wal majroor? And my dear students are already on top of it. Ruqayya Sultana has already written fi deen. Very, very well done. Very well done. And then comes your verse number 3. Do you find any jar wal majroor? And everyone must be on typing. Fasabbih bihamdi. Bihamdi. 2 words, right? There are 2 words, and first one is harf jar ba, and the second one is hamdi, and this fragment is jar wal majroor, right? And then I think that is it for this one. Okay. Do you see any jar wal majroor in Suratul Masad? Huh? Kana? Why will you, Kana is not harf jar? No. We are doing harf jar. So in case of Suratul Masad, let me see what you have for me. So you are saying that there is fi GD. You are saying there is mim masad. Tasmiya is saying mim masad. Very, very well done. You all. And are you missing something from verse number 2? Look at, very good job, Ruqayya. Very well done. Very well done, Shahnaz. Very proud of you, Zunaira. Very, very well done, Reshma. Everyone is doing a wonderful job. And we need to be just careful that we don't miss anything. Yes. And who is the first jar wal majroor that we can see here? And then there was GD, fi GD. And then the last one was mim masad. Alhamdulillah. Rabia, very well done. You have typed it for everyone, and it's going to be easy for those of us who are not able to identify. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Barakallahu feekum. Very, very proud of you all. Okay, now let's see one more. Okay. Let's do this one. Suratul Ikhlas, verse number 4. Lahu. And if I ask you, lahu, how will you translate lahu? for him. Very good job, Iram. Very, very proud of you all. Very good job, Musarat. Very, very well done. Zuha, very proud of you all. I'm so, and you're so many, alhamdulillah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you steadfastness, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you graduate from this course, inshallah. Make you among those who graduate from this course, inshallah. Okay? So, because this course is, I will give you a disclaimer. This course is little different from, other courses that you may have been the part of. But I think, inshallah, bi'iznillahi ta'ala, everyone should be able to finish it, inshallah. Okay. So in Suratul Falaq, we have here, Sadia. What do you see? The first one is Birabbi, right? Birabbi is the first one, right? And then you have Min Sharri, Zunaira has typed, right? The second one is Min Sharri. Then there is another Min Sharri in verse number 3, and there is another Min Sharri in verse number 4. But Min Sharri, in addition to Min Sharri, verse number 4 also has Fi. Very good job, Afsha. I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name. Let me check. Yes, so it was Afsha Ismail who typed Min and Fi both. She spotted both of them there. Min Sharri, one jar wal majroor, and Fil Uqad, she spotted it as another jar wal majroor. And then in verse number 5, again you have Min Sharri. So this was a little practice of what you needed to know. Now I have another question for you guys. Anytime Lamul Jar attaches to a pronoun, what will be the status of the pronoun? Whenever there is harf jar attached to the pronoun, obviously it is going to be majroor, it is going to be jar in status, right? Everyone with me so far? Everyone got it? Alhamdulillah? Okay, now the next question for you all is, what happens to Hamzatul Wasl of Lamu Tarif? It is the Lamu Tarif is the name for, is a fancy name for al in the beginning, right? Al, that is a sign of an ism. When Lamul Jar attaches to it, Hamzatul Wasl gets dropped. Hamzatul Wasl gets dropped. Very well done. What are the two haruful jar that lose their noon in writing? When there is ma after it? There is one, obviously the ones that are ending with noon, right? So there are only two that end with noon. One is an and the other one is min. Very well done. And very rarely, in 4 cases, it may be written, right? I gave you the 4 cases. And do keep your slides handy somewhere. I have created a Google Drive for you, but my Google Drive is not as organized as Sister Faiza's Google Drive is. So I'm going to have her work on that just before she shares. I don't know if she has shared it with you, but she's usually very organized. So I'm just going to ask her to organize stuff, because I just have added the stuff to the drive, but did not, do the, I don't think I did a good enough job. So she will organize it. Yeah, she will arrange it for me, and then inshallah, yeah. She already did? Okay, barakallah fi. Fiha, she's very good with that. No problem, Farah. Now focus on in class. What is the only harf that can come between harf jar and its ism? There was only one thing I taught you in the last session. No. It was not B. Afifa is right. Cheat from her. Okay. So if you go back to your slides, I taught you that sometimes there is a ma that is there for emphasis, and that is zaida, and it can come between harf jar and its ism. And here B is harf jar. It's not B that comes between harf jar and its ism. It's ma that came, right? It is ma that came. If I will highlight it, the word is going to get, separated from the other word. Something happens to my slides usually whenever I try to do that, but I will try this. Okay, so yeah, it does not let me do that. My whole word get distorted. So this ma can come between harf jar and its ism. Okay, remember that. Will you remember this? And then the last one. Yes, Mali Haza. Yes, it was also from the last class, Hina. Yeah, it was from the last class. Sometimes you notice what happens to lam and its ism. Usually, lam and its ism are going to be right next to one another. What happens to lam and its ism in 4 cases? Can somebody remind me before we forget? It gets separated. It's written separately. And there are 4 places. And Alhamdulillah, my students are going to be master of that. They will remember the surah names. And inshallah, when it comes to Quran, in terms of writing, in terms of understanding, they will know that this word mali is not referring to wealth. It is ma and li. It is ma and li. Hina, that is so easy. Yeah, if you are the one who reads Suratul Kahf every Friday, and if you put that as a note on your Suratul Kahf, that this is Kahf as that this is my lam that is written separately from haza, and this is lamul jar. You will always you will be the other examples will stay fresh in your mind as well, inshallah. I think that you will have an idea that sometimes there may be a separation between lam and its ism. Okay, is this clear to all of you, that sometimes lam and its ism may be written separately? And you notice one more thing here in Ma'arij, what happened to Li made Allazina jar? Okay, right? The ism of Li is Allazina, right? Li is har jar and Majroor ism is Allazina. But what happened here? What is a unique case here? What are you seeing here? Yeah, it is Mabni Adama. But what is something unique here? What you are seeing here? No, it's non-flexible. There is, please mute yourself, Shameen. Okay, let me mute Shameen. Okay, so there is a Hamzatul Wasal Rukaiya. Very good job. Here, you are noticing that Hamzatul Wasal stayed, and you can put it as a question. Let me put it in your review so that whenever you go back to your notes, it is easy for you to remember. What is one time in Quran when Hamzatul Wasal does not get dropped from copy? So will you all remember this? That in Suratul Ma'arij, you have seen that example? Huh? Alhamdulillah. Now I have to, take you to the next topic. And inshallah, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. That malu is his wealth. Maluhu is his wealth. That maluhu is his wealth. Okay, that is not mali. And anyways, remember, mali has a different spelling. That is maluhu. So you cannot say that ma is a separate. That is maluhu. It can be confusing, but here from the context you will be able to figure out, right, Iram? It's going to be very easy to figure out from the context of the surah, right? Inshallah. That is one ism along with the pronoun. Okay, maluhu, one ism along with its attached pronoun. Okay, so now which fragment are we learning today? It's a very difficult name, murakkabe atf. Okay, murakkabe atf. Who is the Mir? Yes, as we have covered. Yes, who is the Mir, Satya? Okay, so now, which fragment are we learning today? Murakkabe atf. In English, for those of you who have a difficulty remembering too many Arabic terms, what I want you to remember is you can call it a connector fragment. What is the name for those who are not very well versed with Urdu or Arabic? You can just call it a connector fragment. Okay, you just call it a connector fragment. Okay, inshallah. So what is Murakkabe Atf? This fragment is made up of two isms with a connector in between those two isms. Okay, this fragment is made up of two isms along with a connector in between those two isms. Is this clear to all of you? Hudam wa Noor. There are two isms, Hudan, and the next ism is Noor. What do you see in between? There is a waw, right? There is a waw in between that is connecting Hudan with Noor. Is this clear to all of you, my dear students? Are you all getting it? You will find two isms that are connected to each other through a connector. This connector is called harf atf. What is the name of the connector? The connector is going to be harf atf. The name of the connector that connects one ism to another ism is called harf atf. Mostly you're going to see wow, but sometimes you may find other harf atf as well, like au. Okay, like au. But notice one thing, you are going to see mostly wow, and that is what is most important harf that I want you to learn for the purpose of today's session. Okay, which harf are you going to focus on? Wow. Okay, today you are going to focus on wow, and I will show you one more example, and the rest is going to be piece of cake for you, inshallah. Okay, and even if you don't know the whole entire list, you will be fine. For 90% of Quran, just by knowing this information, you will be fine, I'm telling you. Okay, so the first part of the fragment is an ism, and it is connected to another ism through a connector which is called harf atf. The name of the first ism, the name that is given to first ism is called matuf alayhi. What is the name of first ism? What will you call your first ism? Matuf alayhi. Very good job, Adama. You very good job. You just said MA, which stands for Matuf alayhi. Okay, and then comes your harf atf, and the third part or a third ism. Very good job. And the third ism is very smart. Okay, the third part is going to be matuf. Easy? Everyone got it? So if I ask you, the meaning of huda is guidance, and meaning of nur is light, and wow means and. Okay, so now translate this part for me. Hudan wa nur, guidance and light. Very good job, Shenaz. Very proud of you. Afshan, good job. Very well done, Hina. So everyone got it? The first part is going to be called Matuf alayhi. The connector is called harf atf, and the ism that is connected to its matuf alayhi through harf atf is going to be called matuf, right? Everyone? So it's sometimes, it's very difficult to memorize these difficult names. Do you notice this family of 4 siblings? Are you all able to see that on my slide? So just for ease, I just will say the bigger sister. For example, I am the eldest in my house. Okay, so I'm going to be Matuf alayhi. Sister Faiza is Matuf 1. Sister Nausheen is Matuf 2. And Sister Amina is going to be Matuf 3. Is this clear? So, and there is something missing. Just think of our arms as our connector. The arms that are around my neck that you are seeing here is my harf atf. The arm, think of the arm that they have around each other, or the hand. Just think of that as harf atf. Okay, everyone got it? And through the arms, they are connected to each other. Okay, so the eldest is usually older in age and sometimes bigger in size, get fat quickly, or and before the rest of the sisters. So the big name is given to the eldest. Okay, the first ism is going to get a big name, right? Matuf alayhi. And then this arm or the hand is the connector, and then your matuf 1, matuf 2, through the connector, and matuf 3. Matuf alayhi means that this is an ism upon which another with which another ism is connected. Okay, upon it are different isms are connected. Okay, with there is another ism that is connected to it. Just think of it like that. Okay, Farah, is it clear? There is going to be only one Matuf alayhi. Always remember, Matuf alayhi is going to be only one. And this picture is going to make things very easy for you. And remember, the rest are all going to be Matuf 1, Matuf 2, Matuf 3. And there can be 10 after. Okay? But and only the first child is going to be given the name of Matuf alayhi. The rest are going to be Matuf 1, Matuf 2, Matuf 3, Matuf 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Is this clear to all of you? Yes. And now you are going to see what this fragment does. So the the harf at transfers status from one ism to another. Transfers status from one ism to another. Okay? So do you find any murakkabe atf here or a connector fragment here? It is one of the followers. Yes, yes, Rukaiya, it is one of the followers. Yes, it is an example of a follower. That's what I've been teaching you, that there are followers. There can be an adjective and sometimes the words connected through wow. And now you are seeing that there is something of that sort, and now you're learning about it. It is one of the followers. Alhamdulillah. So Fir'auna wa junuduhu. Do you notice there is, can you say that these two isms are connected through harf atf, and this fragment that is formed by two isms with a connector in between is going to be murakkabe atf, right, Afifa? Right? Everyone got it? Do you notice one thing that is common between Fir'aun and Junud? What is one thing that is common? Same status. So anytime you are going to focus same status is the most important thing. People have such trouble understanding this. I don't, sometimes, but and I don't blame anyone, but remember, the most important thing that is going to be same in Matuf alayhi and Matuf is they will share status. Okay? Matuf alayhi and Matuf will always share status. Okay? Is this clear to all of you? They are always of the same status. Now you are seeing another example. Baghyan, baghyan, wa adwan. Baghyan wa adwa. So when I can, do you see any connection between these two words? Are these two words connected through wow? Yes, they are connected through wow. Baghyan and adwan. What is same in between these two words? Status. Do you notice in Fir'aun and Junud? In Fir'aun and Junud, the only thing that we will focus on is the status. The only thing. Okay? The status is the only thing that you need to worry about in case of Murakkabe Atf. Fir'aun is singular, but Junud is plural, right? Isn't it? Junud. What type of plural is Junud? Who remembers? No, Junud is not dual. It is an army. It is an army. No, it's not broken. It does not sound plural. Do you see waw noon or do you see any ya noon there? For if you're calling it sound plural, it's not broken plural. Yeah, it is. It is broken plural. It is a broken plural from a word jund. You are right. It is a broken plural from a word jund. But if I asked you what is jund, what is jund? Very well done. Jund is isam jama. Isam jama. And it is a broken plural of isam jama, which is jund. Right? And remember, I taught you, and you all were right. It is a broken plural for isam jama, which was jund. Okay? So remember the only one thing that matuf alayhi and matuf must match in, it is going to be their status. Okay? Fir'aun is going to be matuf alayhi. Fir'aun is going to be matuf alayhi here. And Junud is going to be matuf And wow, what is the name for wow that we just learned on our first slide of this session? Harf atf. Harf atf. Harf atf. Right? Everyone got it? Any difficulty with that? If I have to see Baghyan wa Adwan, what is one thing common? Again, they are both same in status, right? They are both same in status. I just need to worry about status. I'm not going to match their number, gender, or anything. So if I say, I gave food to Fatima and Yusuf. So do you find any connector fragment in this sentence? Do you find any fragment? Murakkab atf, right? And it is a fragment between two isms, Fatima and Yusuf, right? Fatima and Yusuf, are they same in gender? No, they don't have to be. They don't have to be. But if I ask you, what will be the status of Fatima and Yusuf? They will share the status. Who is the doer in this sentence? Very good job. Who is the doer? I is the doer. What will be the status of I? It is going to be rough in status. Very good job. Food, what will be the status of food? Nasb in status. What will be the status of Fatima and Yusuf? They are going to be the detail. And yeah, because of two, you are saying, because of two, for those of you who have understood their harjar and wal majroor and have taken two as ila, they are going to say that Fatima and Yusuf are going to be of same status and they are going to be jar in status. And I will take it as a right answer, but you cannot not always match English translation with Arabic. So not everywhere you will see two being found in Arabic as well. Okay, so yeah, but the thing that you need to remember is in this fragment, you are finding a follower, right? Same status, follower. This is an example of a follower. Okay, okay. Now, ila fir'auna. Do you see anything? Yusuf is a follower. Yes, Yusuf is a follower. You are absolutely right. And Iram, very well done. Please, for those of you, note how Iram is writing. Fatima is matuf alayhi. Wow is harf atf. Yusuf is matuf. So if I have to put this in this table, I'm going to put Fatima here and Yusuf here where Noor is. And Fatima is my matuf alayhi and is going to be my harf atf, and Yusuf is going to be my matuf. In case of ila fir'aun, what are we seeing here? Ila fir'aun. We just covered this fragment. Jar wal majroor. Why is this? Why is this word fir'aun not with a kasra when I keep on teaching you that it is jar wal majroor when you are all calling it jar wal majroor because the word is partly flexible, because this word is a name, and it is a name that is a foreign name, non-Arab name, and non-Arab names that are more than 3 letters are going to be partly flexible. They're going to be partly flexible, and this word is jar in status. It is majroor, but it is showing its jar status by a fatha because it is mamnu min as-sarf, which means it's partly flexible. Then comes Fir'aun and Mala'ihi. Mala'i is the cabinet of Fir'aun, or its or his leaders, or you can say his chiefs. Yeah, his chiefs. So now Fir'aun is going to be, what will be the name you are going to give Fir'aun based on what you have just learned? It is Ma'tuf alayhi. Please type MA, but recite it again and again. For those of you who have never learned Murakkabe Atf, it's a difficult name. That is why I have to show you the pictures and how this is going to be Ma'tuf alayhi and this is going to be Ma'tuf and all that. There is a reason, because these names people cannot, it takes them a while to learn the names, and they're, overwhelmed by just the names, and they don't move forward in their studies. They just leave it because it's difficult for them to memorize all the terms, and they just get too overwhelmed by that. So Fir'auna is matuf alayhi, wow is going to be harf, and mala'i is going to be matuf, right? And that is why I'm saying that if you have never heard these terms, keep on repeating them. Keep on repeating them. Just write M-A-M, harf, at. You can just give me abbreviations. Give me abbreviations, right? Give me abbreviations, but for your understanding, keep on, keep yourself mute and keep on reciting them so that you know, okay? So everyone with me, are you understanding? Why is this word jar in status? Why is mala'i jar in status? Who can, it is a follower. Now I want to take this opportunity to show you what was meant by this slide. Whenever we were saying follower is going to fall, if a ism is a follower of an ism that is jar in status, it's going to be also jar in status, right? Why is mala'i jar? And adjective is another example of follower. Adjective is another example of follower, and we are going to learn it tasmiya very soon. But is this clear to you? Is this clear to you all? That why is mala'i jar in status? The three reasons, you just need to know these three reasons. Anytime, three reasons for a word to be jar. There are only three reasons. There is no fourth reason. There are only three reasons for a word to be jar: after of, after harf jar, or if a word is a follower. Okay? After of, after harf jar, if a word is a follower. And here the word is jar because it is a follower of a word that was jar in status. Fir'aun was jar in status, and mala'i is its follower, and followers follow each other in status. Follower follows the status of an ism it follows. Okay, is this clear? Alhamdulillah. Okay, now I have something for you guys. Okay, so yes, because mala'i is fully flexible word. Shamim, sorry, Sadia. Mala'i is fully flexible. Fir'aun was partly flexible, but jar in status, right? Mala'i is fully flexible. It can take a kasra. So it showed its status by having a kasra. Clear to all of you? Why mala'i is able to show its status? Because it's a fully flexible word. It is mu'arrab. But Fir'aun was mamnu min as-sarf, or partly flexible. Okay, now a family of matufs. Yes, absolutely, Nada. So now I have innal muslimina. Inna is a preposition. Inna is a preposition. What do you think is the status al-muslimina? What is al-muslimina? What is the status of al-muslimina? Everyone is calling it nasb. Can this al-muslimina be jar? Can it be jar? If it can, why cannot it be jar? Because if I'm saying that this is a harf which made this ism, which made it what it made it. Did you learn any harf jar that was inna? Was inna any of the harf jar? There is no harf jar, right? So now the only option that you have here is, even if you have not learned this fragment, and you are going to inshallah learn it in the next sessions, you should be able to know just by process of exclusion that this can be nasb and jar, but this word is being affected by a harf. So the only harf that can make an ism jar are bata kaf lam waw, min, an, fi, ila, ala, hatta. Right? Right? Clear? So this one is nasb in status. Now What type of a word is al-muslimina? Just real quick, because I'm already past my time. It is, in terms of, if you give me four properties. Sound plural, sound plural, sound masculine plural, even better. Sound masculine plural, sound masculine
डिस्कशन
plural.
करनी है हमने
What
जरूरी
is
हमारा
the,
वक्त कितना अच्छा लगता है और ये
can you please let me just mute you all. Okay, so sound masculine plural, what is the type of this word? It is proper. It is proper. It is NUSP. You already figured that out. It is, what is the sign of NUSP status and a, what is the sign of NUSP status in this word? No, no Rukaiya, no Rukaiya. It is a plural word. The sign of NUSP status here is going to be aya, 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 ya Madhya, to be very precise. Ya Madhya is the sign of NUSP status. And with that, I will end. And inshallah, we are going to finish our work on this fragment in our next session. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Take care of yourselves. Okay. Ameen wa yakum.